Hey lads, there has been a new post in the last couple of days on the 10.1 PTR testing, and there are some notes in there which are huge for healing that's going to happen in that patch. So let's jump straight in because I think it's very important to talk about those. There is a developer's note at the start which basically says that we decided to increase the both player stamina and enemy damage by 25% in Embers of Neltharion. And this is very much the same adjustment that they did at the start of Dragonflight, where this was actually 40%. 40% more stamina and 40% more enemy damage. When damage mitigation abilities and healing are too strong relative to the player health, the only way to threaten players is to make enemy damage very high and spiky. So, to give you an example, you can think about the first boss in Azure World, for example. So there you get hit for a huge amount of your health, and then you have to very quickly top everybody up, because you know that there's another spike coming. And if you fail to do that, somebody dies, even if they're like at 80-85%, which is considered to be healthy. On higher keys, that boss could actually one-shot you at that health. So what they're saying is that this is not a very satisfying gameplay, and I totally agree. Because basically what you need to do there is just mash your buttons and hope for the best. And even if somebody, let's say, steps into a volcanic, which does a little bit of damage, then they die, right, before that damage spike. So what they're aiming to do is to basically increase the player health and damage so that basically when somebody gets hit, you have more time to react, and then you can use that time not only to just press the button and heal them, but to make more meaningful choices and manage your skills, cooldowns, and mana in a much better way. Now, this is a very nice thing that they're saying. What they're aiming to do is something that I like a lot. However, I don't know if 25% is going to be enough, and also it depends a lot on how they tune the fights and how they make the encounters in general, right? Because if, let's say, the Azure World boss, the first Azure World boss that I gave the comparison with, if he doesn't do much damage, then this fight is very boring, right? Because there will be nothing to heal. Let's say the abilities hit for like 20% of your health, right? And even if I need to like cast 4 times to top you up, I can let the other 20% hit you, and then I can ignore a whole other phase without healing you, and then decide, oh, maybe it's time to heal, right? So the design of that fight kind of makes you or it kind of requires it to be spiky so that the fight is interesting, right? So there's no way to fix that fight. What makes that fight is basically the spikiness of the damage. On the other hand, though, there are many encounters, many fights where the damage is just rotting you down very quickly, and you have that small window where you have to top everybody up, etc., right? So I would much rather have a gameplay where I can make more meaningful choices, where your basically healing abilities and healing skills are going to be judged by how well you're using cooldowns. Are you clicking the correct buttons? Are you managing your mana correctly? Instead of, oh, I have to click so many buttons so quickly, and if I just miss one click or something, then I'm dead, right? But I don't know if this is going to be enough to achieve that. I really hope so. But it's also much relevant, as I said, on the design of the fights and how the encounters are going to play out. So based on this change, they're making a whole bunch of adjustments, mainly to like shields and hybrid healing spells and off-spec healing for classes that are not actually healers, but they have some healing abilities. All of this is going to play out relatively well. I'm pretty sure there are no major changes to the restoration spells of any of the classes at this point in this article. You can find the link to this article in the description of this video, by the way. So I hope that this is definitely going into the right direction, right? I just hope that this is going to be enough, and I hope that they're going to build up on top of what they're already doing. So let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. I'm definitely now looking forward to the next patch with all the changes to the affixes and all the directions that they picked to move into. I'm really approving, but we have to wait and see. It's just a little bit over 10 days right now till the new patch, so hopefully I'll see you there. Until then, take care and happy healing.